Hello and welcome. Tonight, we are going to leave the solid ground behind. We are leaving the noise, the lights, and the demands of the city far in the distance. We are traveling to a place where land meets the sea, a place of solitude and immense safety. Before we embark on this journey, take a few minutes to prepare your body for rest. Lie on your back, your hands resting gently by your sides. Close your eyes. Imagine that you are floating on a calm, warm body of water. You are weightless. Let's take a deep breath together. Inhale slowly through your nose, imagining the cool, salty air filling your lungs. Hold it for a moment, and exhale slowly through your mouth, releasing any tension you are holding in your chest. Again, inhale deeply, feeling your ribs expand, and exhale, letting your shoulders drop into the mattress. You are safe. You are ready. Imagine that it is late at night. You are the captain of a small, sturdy wooden boat. You are navigating through a dark, rhythmic ocean. The water is choppy, but your boat is strong. It cuts through the waves with a reassuring thud and splash. You are wearing a heavy, yellow oilskin raincoat that covers you from head to toe. You can feel the cold spray of the sea on your cheeks, refreshing and awakening. You can smell the ozone, the salt, and the deep, mysterious scent of the ocean. Above you, the sky is a tapestry of dark gray storm clouds. There is no moon tonight, only the faint, phosphorescent glow of the foam on the water. Rain begins to fall. At first, it is a fine mist, but soon it turns into a steady, cleansing shower. Patter, patter on your hood. Patter, patter on the wooden deck of the boat. The sound is isolating in the best possible way. It creates a curtain between you and the world. Ahead of you, piercing through the darkness, is a light, a magnificent, powerful beam that sweeps across the horizon. Flash, and then darkness. Flash, and then darkness. It is the Sentinel Lighthouse. It stands on a rugged, lonely rock island, miles away from the mainland. This lighthouse is your destination. It has been waiting for you. It is a place that belongs only to you for tonight. As you draw closer, the island looms out of the mist. It is a fortress of black rock standing firm against the crashing waves. You steer your boat towards the small, sheltered cove. The water here is calmer. You guide the boat alongside an old, weathered wooden dock. The wood creaks as your boat nudges against it. You tie up the boat, securing the rope to a rusted iron cleat. You are here. You have arrived. You step onto the dock. Your boots make a hollow sound on the wet wood. You feel the ground beneath you, solid and unmoving. You begin to walk up the winding stone path that leads to the lighthouse. The path is carved directly into the cliffside. On one side, the rough stone wall. On the other, the drop to the churning ocean below. But you are not afraid. The beam of light from above guides your every step. The wind picks up, whistling around the rocks. It tugs at your coat, trying to hold you back, but you push forward. The rain is heavier now, drumming against your waterproof hood. You can feel the power of the storm building, but you also feel a growing excitement. You know that warmth and safety are just a few steps away. You look up. The lighthouse towers above you, a giant of white stone reaching into the clouds. It is silent, stoic, and protective. You reach the heavy front door. It is an arched door made of thick oak, bound with iron straps that have turned green with age. Beside the door, a lantern is hanging on a hook, already lit. Its warm, yellow flame dances behind the glass, welcoming you. Someone left this for you. And next to the lantern, hanging on a small nail, is a large, ornate iron key. You reach out your hand. The rain runs down your sleeve as you grasp the key. It is cold and heavy. The metal feels rough against your skin. This key is your invitation. You insert it into the lock. You turn it, click, clank. The sound of the heavy mechanism unlocking echoes through the night. You push the handle down. The door is heavy, but it swings smoothly on well-oiled hinges. You step over the threshold, leaving the storm behind. As you close the heavy door behind you, the world transforms. Thud. The latch clicks into place. Instantly, the roaring sound of the wind and the crashing waves is cut off. It becomes a distant, muffled hum. You are enveloped in a profound, heavy silence. You stand there for a moment in the entryway, water dripping from your coat onto the stone floor, just breathing in the change. The air inside is not cold or damp as you might have expected. Instead, it is thick with warmth. It smells of burning cedar wood, dried herbs, and baking bread. You are in the ground floor of the lighthouse. It is a large, circular room that serves as the kitchen and living area. The walls are made of smooth, whitewashed stone that curves gently around you. The room feels like a hug. In the center of the room, a massive stone fireplace dominates the wall. A fire is already roaring inside, the orange and yellow flames licking at the logs. Crackle, pop, hiss. The heat radiates outward, reaching you even where you stand by the door. It is a dry, penetrating heat that instantly begins to chase away the chill of the ocean journey. You slowly unbutton your wet raincoat. You peel it off, hanging it on a sturdy brass peg by the door. You take off your heavy boots, setting them aside. You are left standing in your thick wool socks on a soft, hand-woven rug. The rug feels rough and grounding beneath your feet. You wiggle your toes, feeling the warmth of the room seeping into them. You walk deeper into the room, towards the fire. There is a large, comfortable rocking chair positioned right in front of the hearth. It has a sheepskin throw draped over it. You sit down. The chair accepts you. You begin to rock gently, back and forth, back and forth. The motion is soothing. You stare into the flames, watching them dance. Your mind begins to quiet down. The fire is mesmerizing. It burns away your thoughts, leaving only a sense of presence. On a small, round wooden table next to the chair, you notice a tray has been prepared. There is a ceramic bowl filled with hot, creamy vegetable soup. Steam is rising from it in lazy spirals. There is a chunk of crusty bread and a mug of hot tea. You realize you are hungry. You reach out and wrap your hands around the warm mug. The heat transfers to your palms. You bring it to your lips and take a sip. It tastes of chamomile and honey. It warms your throat, your chest, your stomach. You eat slowly, mindfully. Every spoonful of soup spreads warmth through your body. Outside, you can hear the rain intensifying. It drums against the thick stone walls. Drum, drum, drum. It lashes against the small, thick windows high up near the ceiling. But the storm cannot get in. The walls of this lighthouse are 3 feet thick. They have stood for 100 years. They will stand for 100 more. You are inside the belly of a fortress. You finish your meal and lean back in the chair. You listen to the sounds of the house, the fire crackling, the wind singing a low song in the chimney, the distant rhythm of the ocean, and something else, a faint, rhythmic, mechanical sound coming from above. Hum, click, hum, click. It is the sound of the great light rotating high above you. It is the heartbeat of the lighthouse. You look across the room. In the shadows, you see a spiral staircase made of black iron. It winds upwards, disappearing through the ceiling into the darkness of the floors above. You feel a soft pull of curiosity. What is up there? What secrets does this tower hold? You are warm, you are fed, and now you are ready to explore. You know that somewhere up those stairs, the perfect place to sleep awaits you. But first, you want to see the light. You stand up from the chair. You feel heavy, relaxed, but motivated by a gentle wonder. You walk towards the stairs. You place your hand on the cool iron railing. You take the first step. You are beginning your ascent, upwards, towards the storm, towards the light, towards your dreams. You place your hand on the cool, smooth iron railing of the spiral staircase. The metal feels solid and reassuring beneath your palm. You take the first step upwards, leaving the warm glow of the kitchen behind you. Your footsteps make a soft, rhythmic sound on the metal stairs. Step after step, you wind your way up into the belly of the tower. The air begins to change as you climb. It becomes slightly cooler, smelling less of wood smoke and more of old stone and salt air. The staircase winds round and round, twisting like the inside of a giant seashell. Along the curved outer wall, there are small, circular porthole windows. You pause at one of them to look out. The glass is thick, distorted by the heavy rain lashing against it. Through the blur, you can see the dark ocean below. It is a cauldron of churning black water and white foam. You see the waves crashing against the jagged rocks at the base of the lighthouse, sending sprays of water high into the air. The sight is chaotic and wild, but here, behind the thick glass, it is silent. You are separated from the violence of the storm by stone and engineering. You feel a deep sense of security, knowing that you are inside, while the elements rage outside. You continue to climb. The spiral seems endless, a journey upward through the dark. After a few more turns, you reach a landing. There is a heavy wooden door here, made of dark, polished mahogany. You feel a pull of curiosity. You turn the brass handle. It turns easily, and the door swings inward without a sound. You step inside and gasp softly. You have found the library. It is a perfectly circular room, lined from floor to ceiling with curved bookshelves. Thousands of books rest here, their spines creating a tapestry of colors: deep reds, forest greens, midnight blues, and faded browns. The room smells of old paper, leather binding, and dust, a comforting, intellectual scent that instantly calms your mind. In the center of the library, sitting on a round Persian rug, is a large, plush velvet armchair. Beside it stands a tall reading lamp, casting a pool of warm, golden light. It is the perfect reading nook, suspended high above the ocean. You walk over to the shelves. You run your fingers lightly along the spines of the books. You can feel the texture of the old leather and the embossed gold lettering. These books have kept company to lighthouse keepers for generations. They hold stories of the sea, of distant lands, of stars and navigation. You move to the velvet chair and sit down. It is incredibly soft. You sink into it, the cushions embracing you. You lean your head back and close your eyes for a moment. The room is quiet, but not silent. You can hear the wind whistling around the outside of the tower, a high-pitched song that emphasizes the stillness inside. You can hear the rain tapping against the glass of the library window, a steady, rhythmic drumming. You feel a sense of timelessness here. There is no rush to leave. You imagine spending hours here, safe from the storm, lost in a story. But you know your journey isn't over yet. There is a low, mechanical hum vibrating through the ceiling above you. It is a steady, rhythmic thrumming that calls to you. It is the sound of the light. You slowly stand up from the chair, running your hand over the soft velvet one last time. You walk back to the door, stepping out onto the landing. You take hold of the iron railing once more. You look up into the shadows of the stairwell. You are ready to go higher. You are ready to see the heart of the lighthouse. You begin to climb again, your anticipation growing with every step. As you continue your ascent, the sound of the wind outside grows louder. You are higher now, more exposed to the elements, yet still perfectly protected by the stone walls. The air is fresher here, carrying a strong scent of ozone and electricity. The vibration in the stairs becomes more pronounced. You can feel a rhythmic pulsing through the soles of your feet. It is the heartbeat of the machine. You reach the top of the spiral staircase. You are now in the service room, the mechanical heart of the lighthouse. This room is filled with brass gears, cogs, and pulleys. It looks like the inside of a giant clock. In the center of the room, a massive clockwork mechanism is turning slowly and steadily. Click, whir, click, whir. The sound is hypnotic. It is the sound of precision. It is the sound of order in the midst of chaos. You watch the brass gears mesh together, their teeth interlocking perfectly, turning the shaft that goes up through the ceiling. The metal gleams in the dim light, polished to a mirror shine by years of careful maintenance. You are mesmerized by the movement. Round and round it goes, never hurrying, never stopping. It reminds you that time is passing, but you do not need to worry about it. The lighthouse is keeping time for you. There is a small, steep metal ladder leading up to a trapdoor in the ceiling. This is the final climb. You reach up and grasp the cold metal rungs. You pull yourself up. You push the trapdoor open and climb through. You stand up and catch your breath. You have reached the lantern room. You are standing inside the glass crown of the lighthouse. This is the highest point on the island. You are surrounded by glass on all sides. The storm is right there, inches away from your face. Rain lashes against the panes, running down in sheets. Lightning flashes in the distance, illuminating the dark, rolling clouds. In the center of this glass room sits the lens, the great Fresnel lens. It is a masterpiece of crystal and glass, shaped like a giant beehive. It floats on a bath of mercury, rotating silently, effortlessly. From inside the lens, a beam of brilliant white light shoots out into the darkness. You watch the beam sweep. It cuts through the rain, turning the falling droplets into sparkling diamonds. It hits the black ocean, carving a path of light across the waves. Sweep and darkness, sweep and darkness. The rhythm is slow and soothing. It is a visual lullaby. You feel incredibly small standing next to this giant light, yet you feel incredibly safe. You are the eye of the storm. The chaos is all around you, the wind howling, the thunder rolling, the waves crashing, but inside this glass room, there is only the soft hum of the rotation and the rhythmic flash of the light. You walk around the walkway, looking out at the ocean in all directions. To the north, just black water. To the west, the faint outline of the distant mainland. To the east, the open sea. You are alone on the edge of the world, but you do not feel lonely. You feel a profound connection to the light. It is a guardian, watching over the ships, and tonight, watching over you. The rhythmic flashing begins to make your eyes feel heavy. The bright light, then the soothing dark. Bright light, soothing dark. It is trance-inducing. Your body feels heavy, tired from the climb, tired from the day. The excitement of the storm is fading into a deep desire for rest. You know that just below you there is one more room, a secret room prepared just for sleeping. You take one last look at the magnificent lens, silently thanking it for its guidance. You turn away from the storm outside. You climb back down the ladder, leaving the bright light behind, descending into the shadows. You are ready to rest. You are ready to sleep. You climb back down the ladder, moving away from the brilliant intensity of the light and the raw power of the storm. You descend past the machinery room with its rhythmic clicking gears, back down the spiral staircase. But instead of going all the way down to the library or the kitchen, you stop at a small, unobtrusive landing just below the service room. There is a door here that blends perfectly into the wood paneling of the wall. You hadn't noticed it on your way up, but now it seems to call to you. It is slightly ajar, revealing a sliver of warm, inviting darkness. You push the door open gently. It swings inward on silent hinges. You step inside and realize you have found the keeper's bedroom. It is a small, intimate, circular room, tucked away right under the light. It feels like the safest place on earth. The walls are covered in dark, polished oak paneling that glows softly in the light of a small electric heater in the corner. There is a single circular window that looks out into the night, but heavy, thick velvet curtains are drawn tightly across it, shutting out the sight of the storm completely. You can still hear the wind and the rain, but here the sound is muffled and distant. It is no longer a roar. It is a gentle, comforting hum that wraps around the room like a blanket. In the center of the room stands a large, inviting bed with a sturdy wrought iron frame. It is piled high with thick, heavy quilts, wool blankets, and fluffy pillows. It looks like a cloud of warmth waiting just for you. On the small bedside table, a single beeswax candle is flickering, casting long, dancing shadows on the wooden walls. The scent of the candle is faint and sweet, mixing with the smell of old wood and fresh linen. You walk over to the window and peek through the curtain one last time. You see the rain lashing against the thick glass, trying to get in, but it can't. The lighthouse is too strong. You let the curtain fall back into place, sealing yourself inside your cocoon. You take off your boots, placing them by the door. You find a set of soft, warm flannel sleep clothes folded neatly on the end of the bed. You change into them, feeling the soft fabric against your skin. You feel a wave of exhaustion wash over you, a pleasant heaviness in your limbs. The climb, the sea air, and the excitement of the journey have all led to this moment of rest. You walk to the bed and pull back the heavy covers. The sheets beneath are crisp and cool, but the blankets promise immediate warmth. You climb in. You sink into the mattress, which supports every curve of your tired body. You pull the heavy quilts up over your legs, your waist, your chest, right up to your chin. The weight of the bedding is instantly grounding. It feels like a hug that says, "You are safe now." You wiggle your toes in the warmth. You let your head sink deep into the pillow. You lie there for a moment, just listening. Above you, through the thick timber of the ceiling, you can hear the faint, rhythmic thump-thump of the light rotating. It is a heartbeat. It tells you that the watch is being kept. The light is doing its job so that you don't have to. You don't need to worry about the ships. You don't need to worry about the storm. You don't need to worry about anything. The lighthouse is awake for you. You watch the candle flame flicker, its golden light softening the edges of the room. Your eyelids are getting heavy. You are ready to let go of the light and embrace the dark. You reach out a hand from under the warm covers and gently blow out the candle on the bedside table. The flame vanishes, leaving a thin trail of smoke, and the room plunges into a soft, velvety darkness. But it is not a scary darkness. It is a restful, restorative darkness. Your eyes are closed now. You are lying perfectly still, warm and secure in the heart of the lighthouse. You focus your attention on the sounds around you. The sound of the ocean far below is a steady, rhythmic roar. Crash and recede, crash and recede. It is the breathing of the world. It is ancient and constant. You allow your own breathing to sync with the rhythm of the ocean. Take a deep, slow breath in, imagining the tide coming in, filling your chest with peace. And a long, slow breath out, imagining the tide going out, carrying away every last bit of tension from your body. In and out, ebb and flow. You are water. You are fluid. You are at peace. Above you, the beam of light continues to sweep. Even though your eyes are closed and the room is dark, you can feel the rhythm of it. Sweep and silence. sweep, and silence. You use this rhythm to relax your body completely. Imagine the beam sweeping over your feet. As it passes, your feet become heavy and warm. They sink deeper into the mattress. The beam sweeps over your legs. Your calves and thighs release all their tightness. They turn to liquid, melting into the bed. The beam sweeps over your hands and arms. Your fingers uncurl. Your shoulders drop away from your ears. You are sinking. The beam sweeps over your mind. It clears away the thoughts, the plans, the memories. It leaves only a quiet, empty space, ready for dreams. The storm outside is now just a chaotic lullaby. You are the stillness in the center of the spinning world. You feel the lighthouse standing firm against the wind, rooted deep in the rock of the island. You feel rooted too. Nothing can move you. Nothing can disturb you. You are as solid as the stone walls around you. The boundary between your body and the bed begins to dissolve. The boundary between your mind and the night begins to dissolve. You are floating on a vast, calm sea of sleep. You are drifting deeper and deeper, past the library with its whispering books, past the kitchen with its dying fire, past the heavy door that locks out the world. You are going deep inside yourself, into the place where true rest lives. The light guides you into dreams. The rain sings you to sleep. Down, 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 into the deep, dark, peaceful night. You are safe. You are warm. You are loved. The ocean rocks you. The lighthouse protects you. You are asleep. Good night.